Hey guys, welcome to this third Battle Report, Breaks and Bones Bat Rep. And today I'm joined by the ever so glorious, magnificent Milan. Here he is. And we are going to play another Age of Sigmar battle, a match play from the Generals Handbook 2016. He is bringing his Stormcast Eternals. Celestial Vindigators, if I'm correct, and we're going to play a 1250 points game, and it's going to be, well, pretty awesome. We've had two other players so far in two other bat reps. They were sportsmen, real sportsmen, great guys to play a game with, and I think it will be, well, great today again. I think your painting quality wasn't that good of your army, so we'll see that in a minute. Are you excited? Yeah, low level, just a beginner. It was his first army, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, your first army. Yeah.
Ever.
First army ever. So, well, are you excited for the game?
Yes, very much.
Okay, great.
It's been a long time playing, so
Yeah.
I'm kind of worried.
Okay, well, we'll just take it easy, do some great video, and we will do the introduction of our armies. So we'll get to that soon. We will do a turn summary, do some successful charge rolls. We will film a couple of cool dice rolls, and yeah, we will be doing the setup, of course, of the game as well. So we will be back with you in a minute with the armies. So here we are with Milan's Stormcast Eternal army. I think it is one of the most beautiful armies I have ever seen in real life. The painting quality is so high, the colors are so awesome. It looks like, yeah, like it's coming from like an heavy metal painting masterclass or whatever. It's just amazing. He also brought a wildwood forest. This one is purely for show, actually, just to show off his skills a little bit more, to look at his sense for detail and everything. It is amazing. So tell me, what do we have over here? What is in your army?
Well, it's basically the army from the starter set, the Age of Sigmar starter set, with a few upgrades. I've added a few extra prosecutors, some raptors, and I added an extra unit of liberators. And I gave them all the grand weapons.
Great.
Yeah. And there is a little Griffhound.
And the Griffhound, because he is awesome. Yeah, well, just look at the paint job. It is amazing.
It's more fun than usual, but you know, and well, it took me about a year to paint all of it. I think I'm a very slow painter, but yeah, I'm very pleased with this army, and thank you for the compliments.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So yeah, I think this is my favorite miniature because this is the first time I used an airbrush on a miniature. So airbrush the purple glow on the banner.
Yeah, it looks really realistic, and the great thing is with an army like this, with colors like this, is that we could go and stand like, well, at the end of the store, and it still looks amazing. You can see it from all the way over here. Even the purple glow is still really well, nicely visible. Yeah,
it's definitely my favorite color too, of all the Stormcast chapters or chambers.
Yeah.
What they call it.
Yeah.
So like I said, it took a year. I took a lot of time for the bases. And if you look at this base, if I can show this, get this out.
Oh, yeah, there's the skeleton removing. Well, this is very
appropriate.
For today. Yes.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it's like it's trying to move or being stamped on.
Yeah.
Really like. And if I can show off a little bit.
Definitely.
This cape. I'm proud of that too.
Yeah. This is.
Took me quite a while to get it, but it's easier than anything.
Yeah, this is some A-grade painting. Yeah. Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so in this army is a Lord Celestant on Draco.
Yes.
It's 3 raptors with huge crossbows, 2 units of 3 prosecutors, 1 Lord Relictor, 3 units of liberators, of which 1 unit has the double sword, war gear, and we have also a unit of 5 retributors, paladin retributors, 1 with a dorsal mace.
Yes, with a giant club.
Yeah, great, awesome. Okay, so I'm looking at a army with, well, let's say 50-60 wounds, maybe even more, all with a minimum of 4+ armor save. Again, a lot to chew on, but I think the hero of today will of course be the Gryph-hound. Does he have a name, your Gryph-hound?
Good question. Yeah, we thought about it and there was a vote for it, but I forgot actually.
You forgot his name? Oh,
let's call him Bob.
His name is Bob. Yeah,
Bobby.
Great, Bobby. Well, let's see his. Well, we'll probably see some glory today.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. And over here we see my death army for today. If you want to know more about the painting and about the rules of these miniatures, I would like you to refer to our first and second Breaks and Bones bed rep. So I will now only discuss what will be in my army. There is a unit of 20 skeletons with swords and shields over here, and a unit of 20 skeletons with spears and shields, a unit of 10 zombies, 5 black knights, 15 graveguard, 2 white kings, and a unit of spirit hosts, and a unit of crypt horrors, which is not on the video right now. I forgot to put them next to it, but they will also see some Stormcast Eternals on the battlefield. We are back with the deployment setup. We are playing Taken Hold, in which you have to capture the opponent's objective, and from the starting from the 3rd battle round you can score a major victory when you control both objectives. To control an objective you need 5 or more models within 6 inches of the objective, and more models than your opponent. I have deployed my spirit hosts at the back with some zombies to, be able to capture the objective, to be able to hold it, since the spirit hosts are a very sturdy unit. I've deployed a big amount of my forces in the middle to get to my opponent's objective as fast as possible. And on the left flank I have deployed some black knights and crypt horrors to be able to, hopefully to ensure a fast flanking position. Let's see what Milan has done with his army. Alright, over here we have some Paladin Retributors, some Vanguard Raptors, nicely deployed in the building, which provides them some cover and, well, I think a great line of sight on my heroes or on my miniatures over there. So that's bad business. And over here on the flank we have the prosecutors, 2 units of them instead of 1, or 1 unit. What are you playing? 1 unit of 6 prosecutors, and the Lord Celestant on Dracoth. Alright, and over here we see the mighty Gryph-hound defending his objective with utmost pride. Right, so yeah, we're both very excited for this game. I finished deploying first, and I will give the first turn in first battle round to Milan in order to see what he's going to do, to maybe make some tactical decisions on his movement. Hopefully I won't lose too much in the shooting phase from his raptors, because they are in quite a solid vanguard point over there. So let's see how it happens, and we'll be back with you. We almost forgot one of the most important traditions in playing Warhammer, and that is, of course, the handshake.
May the best beard win.
Great game, Milan, great game. We'll see what happens. We are now at the end of Milan's first player turn in the first battle round, and we see that his armies, his prosecutors, have advanced towards the middle between the 2 Chaos Castles. the Lord Celestins and Drogoth took on a really glorious position. It may look even more awesome right now. It's really cool. The Vanguard did not do a lot of damage. The Vanguard Raptors, they did not do a lot of damage. They managed to snipe off a single skeleton warrior. His prime target would of course be my White King, but because of the lack of line of sight on some of some models, he survived luckily for another turn. There has been there was a fierce lightning strike here in the middle of the battlefield, and suddenly there were five liberators coming down from the celestial realms. The Gryph-hound charged heroically forward, or walked heroically forward, because everything he does is heroic, of course. The Retributors was also coming to support the middle unit, of which I'm very scared of. He might have left his flank a little open to both of his flanks a little open, but his units are fast enough to counter these kind of sneaky business. Let's see what happens in my turn. After my first player turn in the first battle round, I have advanced my army through the middle. I tried to make a charge roll at the Graveguard and the Skeleton with Spears on the Liberators over there, but that didn't work, unfortunately. The Crypt Horrors have advanced on the left flank, as have the Black Knights, maybe getting an opportunity to do some stuff. This is actually everything that happened. That's what you get when you play with a slow death army. Onto the priority roll. Let's see who's going to win this roll. 3, 2, 1. Double 5. Ooh. And again. It's a 1 and a 6. There he is. This priority will go to So guys, here we are at the end of my charge phase, and I must say it looks pretty glorious. Like Duncan would approve of my tactic of taking the second turn and charging everything I've got in there. Well, everything that was in range. We'll see the Graveguard over here charging the Prosecutors, the Skeleton Warriors with Spears charging the Liberators. I did leave some room in case the Graveguard wouldn't have the distance, so I will need to work it out now with the piling move. Here we have the Skeletons with Swords charging the Retributors in their hope to do a little damage. Over here we can see my Crypt Horrors and Black Knights took up even further flanking positions. The Black Knights rolled a 6 on their run move, so they could move 18 inch, which is huge, especially for something in a slow, rattling death army. Okay, I'll be back at you with a dice roll. Alright, so let's do a dice roll. I selected my Skeletons with Swords and Shields to go first, because I'm way too scared of the Retributors. They had Lord of Bones, the command ability, which gives them an extra attack. They're also with 20 models in the unit, which gives them an extra attack, so I have now 3 attacks per model, doing 45 attacks, 46 actually, because there is also a champion nearby. Well, let's roll them. I need 3s to hit, and let's roll them over here. Let's see how many misses there are. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I needed 3 ups, and I missed 15 of them, so that is, well, I believe that is perfectly in statistic. Okay, so here we have 30 more. I need 4 pluses to wound. So a lot of misses, fails, but we do have 5, 10, 12, 16 armor saves for the Retributors. So that's 16 in total.
Oh.
And here you have four more.
Okay.
Nice. They have a 4-up armor save, I believe.
No, 3+.
The Retributors?
Yes.
4+. Let us check real quick. I need to be over here. The Retributors have a 4+ armor save. Yes.
Where did I go?
Well, they are a bit thicker armored, and they maybe had a 3+ before this Battlefront came out.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Okay, let's see those dice. That's a very solid dice roll. Only missed a few.
5.
6.
Okay.
Alright, so that is not bad at all. Oh, 7.
Okay.
So that's 7 wounds. Well, you rolled slightly above average, but this was a very successful charge from my skeletons, and I'm happy with the result.
That's 7 wounds. They have 3 wounds each.
Yeah, 3 wounds each.
So it's -2.
So we see 2 Retributors go down. On 1,000 stabbing swords. And then it is Milan's turn, of course, to select a unit to strike back with. And we will be back with you in a moment. So here we are with the Retributors returning fire on the, returning some punches on the skeletons. He already rolled a 6 on a D3 roll for the Star Soulmace, so I already have 3 casualties. Let's see what he does now. He needs a 3+ to hit. Every 6 does 2 mortal wounds. I see 1 6 and 4 hits. Alright, so that's another 2 mortal wounds. Bringing it to 5. 3 up to wound, I believe.
Yes.
And that does, again, a 1, that does, and the 4 is rent -1
Yes.
as well. So I don't have any save at all, because I am out of reach of my general for the Deathless Minion battle trait. His banner is not planted on the ground, so it only has reach of 9 inch. So this does 2 damage, the 4. This does 2 mortal wounds. You already did 3 mortal wounds, so now we have 7 dead skeletons. Oh, nice done, nicely done. At the end of my second turn, I am still in control of my own objective, luckily. I managed to wipe out the entire unit of prosecutors with the Graveguard. I did some extremely nice, extremely good dice rolls. Milan's dice rolls were not as good, unfortunately, so that's where the dice gods come in. I am favored by them this game, so far. The skeletons with spears managed to kill 2 Retributors, and because they are within range of my general with the Deathless Minions and this banner, they did not lose a single model. The unit skeletons with swords managed to kill 2 Retributors, but they lost a total of 14 skeletons in total. No, they lost 13 skeletons. Yeah, I rolled a 5 on the battle shock, and so an extra 4 of them fled. Over here, the flanking position is still the same, and well, now it is time for Milan's second turn. So let's go. Right now we are at the end of Milan's charge phase in the second turn. Well, at the start of his combat phase, actually, his fight phase, actually. He is going to roll 6 dice, is it? 6, 5?
6.
Sounds like 6.
Yes,
Yeah.
sounds right.
It sounds like 6, yes. He's going to roll 6 dice from his Lord Celestin on Dracoth, who heroically charged, it was glorious to behold,
Yes.
into this unit of skeletons. Puny little skeletons. Nah, they didn't see this coming. He did D3 extra attacks from his artifact, it was?
Yeah, the Tempest's Hammer.
The Tempest's Hammer. So he will now roll 6 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s, doing -1 rend and a damage of
That's 3.
D3. Alright,
Double
so
damage.
we have a potential of 18 damage over here.
It does double the damage.
And it does double damage. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, that is 2 misses. 4 hits. 2 plus 2 wound.
Geen 4-1 gooien, gewoon don't roll for 1.
No, please don't. Oh, so every 6 does double damage.
Yeah.
And you roll 3 6s right now.
Yeah.
Okay, this is pretty cool. Alright.
This is dice 3. So I have to roll. Let's roll these first.
No, wait a second, because we have you have a rent of -1.
Yes.
So I have 4 armor saves to make, which I cannot make because I have a 6 save.
Yeah.
So I've got 4 armor saves to make. Okay, roll your damage then.
Dice 3. This is a normal one. These do double damage.
Yes. So and I believe it is first to roll the D3 or D6 and then double the amounts.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is a 1 and a 1, which makes 2, it makes 4, and 2, it's 4. So this is 8 damage in total. Not the best, but definitely not the worst. And that is D3 damage 3, so that's 11 damage in total on my skeletons with spears. And that is only the Tempestus hammer, I believe.
Yes.
So the Dracoth still has to attack. He's awesome. He's really cool. He just killed 11 skeletons on his own. Okay.
Bitch slap.
Okay, let's roll the Dracoth attacks then.
Okay, Dracoth. Okay, so if his wound roll is a 6, he does die 6 damage.
Okay, so on a 6 to wound he does d6 damage.
He has 3 attacks.
3 attacks.
3 plus, 3 plus.
3 plus, 3 plus. Ryan is 1 rend, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see those 6s again. Oh no, okay, so
that's bad.
Still 11 skeletons down. He killed them dead. He came from space to wreck some face, I believe.
Yes.
Here they are. At the end of the second battle round, Milan made sure that there were no skeletons with spears remaining after the brutal attack of his Lord Salicens and Dracoth. I do realize that I forgot to take the Deathless Minion save on camera, because before I removed the models I did remember to roll the dice. Still, I managed to save 3 skeleton warriors from certain death actually, but it didn't do any good. The whole unit was wiped because a well-placed Grand Hammer on lots of skills. The other skeletons with swords and shields are, well, greatly diminished as well. They managed to stay out of Battle Shock's harm, but they only have 3 models left. So if Milan does take the opportunity to score, to win the priority roll and take the first turn, that unit will be wiped out as well, probably. They did their job quite well of holding the central forces of the Stormcast Eternals at bay, but at this point I am a little bit worried about how it's going to be at my objective, but I still have the Spirit Hosts standing by to defend it. My Graveguard will see some hopefully clever movement from my side to secure the opponent's objective, but well, they're not really fast, and the priority rolls will have to be in my favor to make that happen. So we'll see how that ends up. Either way, after 2 turns, I can say this is an awesome battle with some really strange dice rolls on both sides. We wipe each other's units out with well, sometimes with fair easiness, and other times it's really hard to make even a single arm save. But yeah, we're having both a lot of fun, and yeah, we're excited for turn 3 and 4. Okay, so we're at the start of the 3rd battle round, and this priority roll is quite pivotal, so I wanted to put it on video. We have a very dangerous unit of Graveguard and a Lord Salicens of Dracoth standing right next to each other, so that is, well, quite important. Who gets to choose the first turn in the 3rd battle round? Are you ready, Milan?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, here we go! A 3 and a 2! I won! Yes! Woohoo! I will take this priority roll, since it is yeah, very important to make sure my Graveguards survive, and for that I need this yeah, I need the Stormcast Eternal units diminished over there. So we'll see what happens. I'll be back with you. At the end of my charge phase, I managed to charge the Vanguard Raptors with my Graveguard. They climbed upon the building and stumbled across each other, and now they are in the rear of the Vanguard Raptors. My Spirit Hosts have charged the Lord Salicens and Dracoth, but in order to keep one Spirit Host model within 6 inches of the objective, I do miss some attacks, but I also made sure that if his last unit of Liberators comes down, they also need to destroy the entire unit of Spirit Host to control the objective. So that is going to prove to be hard, I hope. We also have the Black Knights over here, which have yet to charge. They roll a 10 and are able to encircle the Stormcast Eternal Liberators. I also positioned my Crypt Horrors over there to charge Retributors. I will regret that a lot, since they don't have any good armor save, so they will, well, they die very quickly, I think. But I need them to hold up the Retributors for just another turn, because the skeletons, I'm afraid the skeletons aren't up for the task, and that they will be able to disrupt my activities around capturing my opponent's objective. So here goes the Crypt Horrors with a charge roll of 10. That is enough. Yes, they are able to charge the Retributors. I will be back with you with some dice rolls. Alright, so in my third player turn, in the third battle round, the Spirit Hosts are going to attack the Lord Celestines and Drakov, and it looks awesome. It looks really amazing. I only have 4 of them in combat, so let's see what they are going to do. Every 6 has a mortal wound, every 5 is a normal hit. Alright. 1 mortal wound on the Lord Celestines and Drakov, and I see 4 5s. Yes. Okay, so we roll the 4 5s again. On a 4+, they wound. That is 4 wounds. So the Lord Celestine and Drakov makes 4 armor saves. Rerolling once. Every successful reroll is a mortal wound, I believe. Yes. Awesome. He saves them all. He is no trouble in fending off the ghost attacks. But he does suffer 1 mortal wound. Alright. The Lord Celestine has returned, well, he did attack before and he didn't do any damage. The Graveguard have managed to wipe out the entire unit of Raptors. The 3 Crypt Horrors did a very good dice roll and killed 2 other Retributors. And the Black Knights did no damage at all and lost 1 rider. Alright, we have almost, and we are almost at the end of the turn. The only thing that still has to attack are these 3 Liberators, probably doing not that much of damage on the Spirit Hosts. So this also is the end of turn video. Yes, we will be back with you with the priority roll for the 4th battle round. Or no, the end of turn, the turn of Milan, of course. Yep. At the end of Milan's 3rd player turn in the 3rd battle round, we have the following that has happened. A Spirit Host got killed. Some skeletons got killed. The Retributor is still hanging in there. Some Black Knights have been destroyed, and his Lord Relictor has teleported because he has the Lightning Chariot battle standard. Pretty cool. So
he's so scared. He ran.
Yeah, he ran, or he went into a more better position to.
It was a tactical retreat.
A tactical retreat to perform some more heroic deeds.
Yes.
Let's see. We're going into the 4th battle round and doing a priority roll. Okay, let's see what happens.
Ik heb nog geen keer gewonnen.
No, you haven't won a single priority roll yet. Well, it does say something about actually all your dice rolls this game. They have been
Horrible.
Yeah, horrible. There were maybe 2 or 3 good series, but the rest was awful. Okay, let's see who is getting the priority. 6. This time it's yours, or if you prefer, give it to me. Whatever you like.
Like no.
Like no. Okay, so we start the 4th battle round with Milan taking the first turn. In our 4th battle round, in Milan's turn, he actually finally managed to deploy his last 5 Liberators from the Celestial Realms. They came down in a bolt of shocking lightning, and now they have to charge. They are supposed to be set up 9 inches away from enemy models, so he needs a charge roll of 9. I think you're gonna roll a 9.
It's easy. No, I'm gonna roll
2 dice. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, 2 sixes. Boom.
It's a 3! No! Maybe with 2 extra dice you would have made it, but
times 3.
times 3. Unfortunately, so he did manage to charge a Liberator into my Graveguard unit, hoping to stall my Graveguard long enough so I cannot reach this objective properly, because I need 5 models over there. Well, then there is the Retributors in combat. The Liberators are still in combat with my Spirit Hosts, and another is Lord Celestin Dracoth fled the battle over here. How unglorious, but tactically very sound, because now he is able to do another Fire Breath attack and pick his combats, or maybe even contest the objective in his next turn.
The red one is for the zombies.
Okay, so here's a Fire Breath attack. The red one is for the zombies, the white one is for the White King.
Yes, 4+.
And 4+. The zombies do get D3 mortal wounds, I believe.
What did we say?
I'll have to look.
Rewind.
We have to rewind. Oh, we'll be right back. Alright, so the white dice was for the White King, and now he suffers a D3 mortal wounds. What's he gonna get? He gets 2 mortal wounds. This poor little White King gets his first mortal wounds on the battle, but I can make 2 deathless minion saves, of course, because his ability also counts for himself. 2 5s. 1 5 and 1 2, so he gets 1 mortal wound.
Awesome.
Okay. Right.
Next.
At the end of turn 4, my zombies charge the Liberators over here, so they are keeping them away from an objective for maybe well, a couple of more seconds before they get squished. My Spirit Hosts returned from the middle of the board back to the objective, which is currently not in my control because I have only 4 models over there. Over here, I disengaged from the Gryphound with my Crypt Horrors. I managed to kill the last Retributor, and now I'm on the hunt for the last objective. Also, the Liberators that charged my Graveguard were wiped out. Fortunately, because the objective can now be in my control if I manage to remove this hero from play. Yeah, everything looks great. It's a fun battle so far. Unfortunately, Milan's dice rolls are a bit low, far below average, but still we're having a great time. So yeah, we'll see how it happens in the 5th battle round. So priority roll for the 5th battle round. This one's quite important because my White King only has 1 wound remaining. The Lord and Dracoth has 2 wounds remaining. So yeah, it's quite an essential roll. Let's do it.
Oh,
a 6
yes.
versus a 5. Alright.
Yeah.
So who's going to take this one?
Sure can do.
I think it's gonna be me.
Alright. Then it will be Milan's turn in the 5th battle round.
Yes.
Alright, so the 5th battle round ended with the zombies being destroyed, the Spirit Hosts killing the Lord Celestin Dracoth and the last Liberator. The Crypt Horrors managed to slay the Gryphound, and the Graveguard are controlling the objective over there. Well, I made a huge tactical error to charge my zombies into the unit of Liberators because now I did not have any zombies, or I didn't have enough models around this objective over here. So I only had 4 models, so I could not claim it in order to gain a major victory. So in my last efforts to kill the Lord Celestin Dracoth and the last Liberator and the Gryphound, I did manage to take a lead in the points. So there is a minor victory for Death over here and a minor loss for the Stormcast Eternals, which is actually, well, quite a great feat because the Stormcast Eternals were rolling really badly. But actually, I don't really care on those kind of things for Warhammer games, because if you have a lot of fun and have a nice game, then, well, all the rest is well, something that doesn't really matter actually. So yeah, that's great. Yeah. So thank you very much, guys, for watching this well, this third Breaks and Bones Bad Trap series already. We had a great fun. Almost everything died.
Slaughtered.
Yeah, slaughtered. So, is there something else you want to share about it?
I need a rematch.
He needs a rematch with better dice. Yeah,
dice.
we're going to do that. And
better plan.
as is tradition,
Yes.
the handshake. Thank you very much, Milan, for playing against me and for this awesome game. Yeah, see you next time.
Next time, next week.
Bye bye.
Bye.